It's Thursday morning and I'm so excited that you guys decided to drop by, man. We're going to get started, but first we got to do the housekeeping, man.
Hype me up. Hype me up.
Yeah.
Hype me up.
You understand me? And look, y'all ladies, y'all better stop calling me handsome in these comments. I don't like it, goddammit. Making my head all big, bruh. I already wear the biggest hat you can find. Y'all ain't doing me no justice, man. Calling me sex symbols and shit. Ain't nobody call me that. But I'm saying, though, dog, shit expensive out here, bro. I saw a meme yesterday on Facebook. Dude said he put $20 in his gas tank. And his gas tank went from E to E+. What the hell is E+? I felt that man pain, bro. I put $100 in mine and I was expecting a lot more because I drive a truck that takes diesel. Thank you, Trump. Let's get into this video.
We just got hit with a price increase for all distributors that we work with nationwide, which means that materials that we used to use, like shingles and siding materials, went up about 8 to 9% on the 18th of April. And we just received another email that says on June 1st, pricing is going to go up an additional 10 to 12%. With this price increase, a roof that last month would have cost, let's say $10,000, this month is going to cost closer to $11,000. And that same roof that cost $10,000 last month, after June 1st, could cost closer to $13,000. I don't like it when people say stuff like, get it now or it'll be more expensive tomorrow, or get it now or it's going to be gone tomorrow. But that's kind of what's happening now.
Yeah.
So if you have commercial, residential, roofing, interior, siding, any sort of construction project that you've been waiting to do, now might be a good time to do that and save yourself some money. DLV Roofing is based out of Indianapolis, but we serve all of Indiana as well as Ohio at times. If you have any questions or you want a free estimate with honest pricing, give us a call. We'll help you out.
Hey, shout out to him, bro. He look like he do good business. I ain't gonna hold you. But listen, bro, shit is too expensive now, man. And like, if you a mom and pop operation, this can totally cripple your whole situation, dog. This can put you out of business, bro. But you know what's interesting? Roofing is a great line of work, dog. Everybody needs a roof who owns a house. Not everyone can afford to fix their roof, but usually like in natural disasters, I know people who literally came up during Katrina, Hurricane Gustav, all of that stuff, and they built profitable businesses, dog. Get what I'm saying? Because during that time, you fix one person's roof, everybody comes outside and gets your information. The next thing you know, you got the whole block. I literally know a couple people who became millionaires off of roofs. But with that being said, dog, we got to get back to some normalcy around this bitch. Everything is expensive, and it's because of this goddamn war in Iran.
Hey, look, the cost of both manufacturing these products and transporting them has increased quickly. It's in its latest builder sentiment survey. The NAHB reported 62% of builders saying suppliers have increased building material costs due to higher fuel prices, including gas and diesel. Energy costs make up about 4% of residential construction material input and service costs. 70% of builders in the survey reported challenges pricing homes given uncertainty about material costs. And just about every product is getting hit. The world's largest flooring maker, Mohawk, announced an 8% price increase on residential and Main Street commercial soft surfaces. That's your carpet and tile and padding. Windows and doors will get more expensive, according to Cornerstone building brands. Sherwin-Williams announced hefty paint premiums, which led to a downgrade of the stock by Wells Fargo. And gypsum, that's your wallboard, up 20 to 30%. Now, this morning, Pulte Homes reported quarterly earnings, and while CEO Ryan Marshall downplayed the effects now of the war, he did say if it continues, quote, there will be real cost increases. But he added that they will not overreact to what he called the whipsawing of markets. Now, for much, much more on oil and the builders, as well as an interesting look at the recovery in biotech real estate, it is all in this week's free Property Play newsletter. Go to it. See it.
Y'all heard that shit, dog? 8%, man. Some of y'all don't realize 8% is a lot of money because 8 in general isn't a big number. But when we talking about percentages and we talking about large numbers with houses, dog, 8% can kill your profit. 8% can kill your equity. 8% can put you out of business. Some of y'all don't really understand that. What I'm trying to say is this. I'm going to use a nice round number. Let's say 100,000. If something costs 100,000 and then it increased by 8%, you're now looking at the price of 108,000. So if it was 200,000, now you're looking at 216. If it was 300,000, guess what? If you're following pattern recognition, $324,000. That is a lot of money that you could have kept in your pockets, which is crazy. Now, look, not only is that crazy, this war affects everything because it takes energy to manufacture everything. It's just not about gas prices. It takes energy to get your trucks to the farms, to the distribution centers, to the grocery stores. It takes energy for you to go to work. It takes energy for the work that you do to be comfortable, as in HVAC. It takes energy for all of that stuff. It's all cyclical, bro.
So I just want to say that most people that are watching this, they probably get it. They have a better understanding of the financial and economic landscape and how everything's impacted. But most Americans, they don't even realize what's going on. Because higher energy prices, it's not going to just stop at the gas pump. It doesn't end there. Energy is a core input into almost everything that goes on in the economy. And we're talking about manufacturing, transportation, packaging, farming. All of it depends on energy. So when energy prices surge, it's going to, of course, cause a chain reaction. Now, I want to show you this. The average in the U.S. for a gallon of diesel fuel is now $5.64.
Tell me about it.
It was at $3.55 a year ago, which is a 59% increase in just 1 year.
MAGA, y'all heard that? 59% increase in 1 year because your stupid tangerine, Sunny Delight built bottle looking ass president, bro. Like, I'm just saying, dog.
And I just want you to know that the record high was at $5.81 set on June 19th of 2022. So that one as well, we're getting close. It's a new PR.
Difference is, though, y'all gonna blame that on Biden, but that was a whole global thing. That was COVID. He didn't start COVID. Your president started the war in Iran, which he said, this is interesting to me. I be going off topic, but in June of last year, didn't Trump say that they totally obliterated Iran's nuclear program, destroyed? I don't know if y'all know what the word obliterate mean, but it means like that shit don't exist no more. So why we back over there? And then Hegseth said the same thing. He slipped up and said it in a congressional hearing or some shit. Come on, man, make it make sense.
Okay, keeping that in mind, let's focus our attention onto food prices. I just want to bring to your attention that tractors run on diesel fuel. And when you're looking at the supply chain, when food is loaded onto trucks to deliver to the grocery store or even to restaurants, they're shipped in trucks. And of course, what do trucks run on? They run on diesel fuel, at least the overwhelming majority of them. And then we have to acknowledge the other problem within agriculture, which is fertilizer. So fertilizer production relies heavily on natural gas and energy inputs. And when energy prices rise, then the fertilizer is going to become much more expensive. So farmers are facing right now higher costs to grow crops.
And there's no surprise that we're up on bankruptcies with these farmers at a historical record right now. It's crazy, dog. What does fertilizer have to do with manufacturing and cost cutting and shit? Well, don't you need energy to do work at these plants, at these manufacturers? If you ain't got no food in your system, you ain't going to work. It's plain and simple. I gotta chill.
What's up, people? Hey, you see this house behind me? Holy shit. The cost of materials are so crazy that a lot of investors now are starting to run out of money as they're building, which is crazy. In some cases, they think it's going to cost, I don't know, $100,000 just for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath renovation. And guess what? It's not 100 anymore. It's $150,000, $160,000 because of the cost of tariffs. These tariffs really put a damper on budgets in construction, and that's the other thing. You can't. If you're an investor and you're going to buy a house, you can't overpay for the house.
You can't.
Because once you do your renovations, guess what? You're going to probably owe more than what the property is worth, which is happening in a lot of circumstances, and a lot of investors are starting to walk away from the house, which is insane. I haven't seen this in a long time, where the prices are so high and also the materials are high. So be careful. You can still do it, but it has to be the right price. I personally walked away from a deal. I submitted a deal for say $325. After doing all my numbers, I lowered it to $225. Customer was really upset, but if I would have gave him the $325, I would have been hurt because I would have owed more than what the property was worth, because the renovations were going to cost like $200, $250. Crazy. But anyway, my point from me to you. Oh.
Hey, look, and don't be in New Orleans where we got these old ass historical houses in the HDIC, the historical district, whatever they call, wants you to keep it the way it used to look. In other words, you can't put new things on there. You have to maintain the historical integrity of the building. So they won't let you change much. And the stuff that they want you to put on them houses are expensive. And then on top of that, the houses are old. So what old houses need? A whole lot of work. And a whole lot of work costs a whole lot of money. That's what it is. So when I was doing the real estate stuff, man, you know, I had a formula, bro, and this is the formula most people use. We 65% of the ARV after repair value. So if houses on the block is going for 400,000, all right, cool. I should expect my house gonna be about 400,000 once I make the improvements. But I can't just offer 400,000. I gotta put work into it. And in New Orleans, man, you can spend 150 to 200,000 on a house that's 1,500 square feet just in renovations, dog. Shit expensive. And then you mean to tell me that you get the damn house, you got your budget, but because of this war, shit then went up in price by 8%. That's gonna crush you. You're gonna be upside down on that, bro. Straight up. It is what it is.
So I just got another announcement on another price increase from my supplier. And really, this is just kind of a public service announcement because I hate it whenever people tell me, oh, buy now or it's going to get more expensive. But these are just the facts. So we had about a 10% price increase last month on materials. And so if a roof was $10,000 in February, after last month, that $10,000 roof is now $11,000. Well, now we're getting another price increase in June, probably around another 10%. And so that same $10,000 roof in February that went up to $11,000, now in June, that same will be $12,100. Same materials, same shingles, but it's just the cost of, I guess, inflation. And it's not something that we can eat as a small business owner. I can't just eat that additional cost. So I pass that down to the customer. So whenever people are like, why is everything so expensive? Well, when everything goes up, it just gets passed on. So if you are in the market to get a roof done, I would say it's not going to get cheaper because I've never seen it come back down. But also, I'm curious if you are in a different trade, if you're seeing the same thing with materials in your trade, or if it's really just kind of roofing specific because asphalt shingles have a lot of petroleum in them. So curious if you can let me know. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, it's getting real out here in the field, dog. Imagine you done already got your client set up. They hard set on 20,000, 10% increase. Now it's 22. Where they gonna get the extra 2,000 from? People don't be having money like that. I'm dead ass serious. Man, 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. $1,000 is going to crush them. It is what it is, dog. Nobody can afford an emergency right now. They be talking about, man, you need to have 3 months of living expenses saved up. Man, shut your ass up. You don't know what the hell you talking about. How I'm supposed to get it? Where's it gonna come from? It's gonna fall out the sky? Money don't grow on trees. Dirt ass. I'm somebody's child.
Existing housing.
Oh, and this mother... Boy, listen, when we get that call, when we get the news, when we hear like, hey, bro, man, it's with sad news that we tell you our president has not... Sad news where? What the fuck? Ain't nobody gonna be sad? What? Only older Hodge twins, maybe shit.
People that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home. We're going to make it easier to buy. We're going to get interest rates down. But I want to protect the people that for the first time in their lives feel good about themselves. They feel like that they're wealthy people. And I want them to understand it. There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes. And they can be assured that's what's going to happen.
Hey, bro, I'm really digging this comment right here, boy. As a veteran, I am super excited that the president doesn't think I worked very hard and don't deserve to afford a house. Puts things in perspective, dog. Trump is a dickhead. It is what it is.
So they said that new home construction is going to slow, plus the prices of new homes are going to increase because of fuel costs. They said that over 62% of the materials that we use to build these shitty homes, these tract houses that they build that just fall apart whenever a good storm hits, are going to be higher. And this comes after they expected the housing market to increase and boom after the horrible winter sales and housing market dip. Now, we knew this was gonna happen because we get most of our lumber from Canada, right? So we got increased tariffs for all that in Canada. A lot of those screws and stuff like that, that stuff is made in India. That stuff is made in China. So you have to put it on a boat. The boats have diesel engines for the most part. I don't know why they don't have steam. Anyway, you have to bring them across the pond. Then they get dropped off at a port where they get another tariff on top of them. Then they get put onto trucks. And the trucks have higher diesel costs because diesel is like 50% higher than regular gas right now, which the farmers are feeling as well. So, are we great? Are we great? That's crazy. Tell me what y'all think about this.
I personally hate it. Straight up, dog. And you know what's crazy? People don't understand. It be small shit that go up in price too, like blinds in your house. Yeah, let's say you just bought a brand new house. Them builders so damn cheap and they trying to maximize profits, they don't even give you blinds. I'm about to show you something. This will piss you off.
Here are the things that are added expenses in a new construction home that sometimes people don't think of. There is not one blind on any window in this entire property. The buyers that are purchasing this property have gotten many bids, and it is expensive to cover windows this big. And then if you add curtain rods and drapes, it's even more. This home is in a price range that all of the appliances are included in the kitchen, but a lot of times the refrigerator is not included. And in our area, washer and dryers are never included. You need the shower curtain rod. Now, I do realize that in a lot of existing homes, you need to replace this too, but a lot of people don't think about that. Yes, it's April and it snowed, but this house has landscaping in the front and the back, and it has a sprinkler system. Most new construction only have the front landscaped. And of course, this house needs a fence, so that's another $10,000. Now, this could be an added expense, so you need to make sure that you ask for it if it has not been completed. This is a $5,000 shower door. We asked for it in the offer. Otherwise, they would have had to do it themselves. What other expenses did you not realize that you were going to have when you bought new construction? Questions asked me follow for more tips from your real estate bestie. Here's the thing.
Say, dog, that is crazy, man. Y'all better Google how much them blinds is. Man, them shit's not cheap, boy. And you know what's interesting? You know how many people, after they sign their closing documents and they get the key to that house, they broke. They can't put nothing in that house until they get their next paycheck. Dead ass serious. Can't even afford groceries and shit. They barely got groceries in the house that they moving from. Real talk. Y'all be thinking shit sweet, dog. You know, I was riding through a subdivision called Lake Shore Villages in Slidell, Louisiana. It's a D.R. Horton development, right? Man, none of them houses come with fences. It's HOA, which is a pain in the ass. And like I noticed at one point in time, people were moving in. They didn't even have no blinds and shit. What the hell? That don't make no sense to me, man.
Building a ballroom at the White House will cost $1 billion. That's with a B. And they want you, the taxpayer, to pay for it. For more than a year now, the president has said all along that private donors would cover the full cost of this project.
From above, the construction site for the ballroom looks...
Yo, Trump has to be the biggest grifter / scam artist of all time, dog. And I know most of that money is gonna go to him some kind of way. That money is not going to no damn construction. He gonna figure out a way to siphon that money into his own pockets. I just don't trust it. And then another thing that I'm pissed off about is that my black ass ain't gonna never step foot in it, and my tax dollars is going towards it. And I hate that nigga, man. I can't stand Trump, dog. I really do, bro.
Larger than the White House itself, and the 90,000 square foot project now has a new additional price tag, $1 billion. Senate Republicans included the funds as part of a broader immigration enforcement bill. The taxpayer funds would go towards the East Wing modernization project, including unspecified above-ground and below-ground security features.
It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass.
President Trump suggested...
Ooh, man, that was... Bro, listen, by a show of hands, don't you wish a drone would hit that bitch when he in it, though? Hey, bro, y'all gotta watch how y'all talk about these people, man. Hey, we joking, y'all. This is for content. We don't really mean it. Please don't bust in the house, FBI, CIA. Please, Pentagon people. We just joking.
Those upgrades are more urgent after the alleged assassination attempt 10 days ago at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
I gotta pause it again, bro. Like, I miss the old assassinations. Like, they worked. Again, I'm joking. This is for comedic value. I'm not serious, but man, them marksmen back in the day, they would have got his ass. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. This is for educational purposes only. Back in the day, man, it wasn't a lot of failed attempts. You know, historically speaking, they got Kennedy, they got Abraham Lincoln. They didn't miss. That's all I'm saying. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they didn't miss. They hit their man, bro. They didn't just clip an ear. Y'all ever seen an ear grow back? I'm just saying.
We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
But the Senate bill says the $1 billion can't pay for, quote, non-security elements, like the actual ballroom itself, which the president repeatedly has promised he's building with private donations.
I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it.
This is being financed privately. It's a donation.
It's all donors. There's not one dime of government money going into the ballroom.
Still, Democrats balked even before the $1 billion price tag.
No, we don't need this ballroom. You want to help national security? The ballroom has nothing to do with it.
Building a ballroom at the White House will...
Pathetic.
We get asked a lot about the increases in the material market, and we wanted to give you just one example of how things have changed. Many of our builds are wrapped with this metal siding. This light gauge metal siding has increased a whopping 53% from just last December. Pretty crazy, right?
Yep.
And that's just one material price increase out of the dozens that we've seen.
Man, it's getting real in the field, man. Shit just going through the roof. Can you buy anything cheaper than you could a year ago? Today in 2026, what's cheaper now than it was a year ago? I'm pretty sure we do enough research, we can figure that out. But right now, at the top of my head, bro, it is defeating me.
So they said that...
Right, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. And don't forget to...
Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.